This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPumaGaming.
So one of the things that I had been most looking forward to for the new Doom game before it released was the game's SnapMap editor and mode. Sort of like Mario Maker, you could build your very own Doom maps and share them online. What's cool about this Doom editor is that it also appears to be available to all platforms, and you can share maps from, say, PS4 to PC, or PC to Xbox, and all of the various combinations in between. I figured since week 1 of Doom's launch is coming to a close, I would go over what I think are some of the best solo or single player SnapMap levels that I have found so far. I've picked these based on playtime, their concept, and just my overall enjoyment of them. So these are going to be my picks for the top 5 best solo and single player SnapMap levels for Doom 2016. Week 1 hype! Number 5. Bob's Shooting Range. This is a relatively short snap map that's a work in progress. However, I think conceptually it's pretty cool, and it was made by SnapMap user idBFG/HotDog. This may also be a developer. I have no idea. So you start off this snap map by talking to a UAC-possessed worker by the name of Bob, and he suggests that you practice your shooting skills before going to the range. So you go to the shooting range and you get to practice with an assault rifle, a vortex rifle, or sniper rifle, and a rocket launcher. And then you actually go onto the range and you attempt to shoot all of the targets before time runs out in each specific area. And what I like about this snap map is that unlike some of the other shooting range snap maps that I found, that were just kind of put together in like 5 minutes or so, this guy took the time to make NPCs and build more of a sequential shooting range. Those of you that are familiar with like the intro levels to the Call of Duty games, specifically Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, this map kind of reminds me of that, and I thought that that was pretty cool. Now this map is fairly short. It should take you about a minute to get through. Overall, I would say that it's pretty enjoyable, and I definitely recommend that you try it. Number 4, Rise. This is a platformer map, however, it is made by SnapMap user QA Tyler CPC/T Carson. Now, maybe this was made for some like Q&A session for the game or something. I'm not totally sure, to be honest. However, the goal of this map is to get to the top. However, as you rise up the various platforms, they not only get smaller, but you also have to contend with these lasers, which can both hurt and or kill you if you come into contact with them for too long. After putting about 20 minutes into this map, I actually still haven't beaten it yet, and I think it's fairly difficult. My only complaint with this particular snap map is that the timer doesn't reset. This means you need to complete this on your very first try in order to get the highest score possible. If the developer of this snap map somehow sees this video, see if you can add a reset timer to your map. That way we can repeat this map ad nauseum and we can beat it and get the best score possible. Overall, I like the concept of this map and it was pretty fun to play, and I think it's a really good platforming map in my opinion. Number 3, MANCUBUS Meltdown. Okay, so this is one of the launch maps for Doom's Snap Map mode, and I was sort of hesitant to add it for that reason. However, it is still a pretty good snap map to play if you haven't played it yet. MANCUBUS Meltdown is more reminiscent of a single-player campaign map than anything else, and it also demonstrates what you can do with Doom's Snap Map editor. Even though it's one of the launch maps, I think that it's better than the E1M2 map tribute that's currently the top voted map for Doom's Snap Map mode. What I also like about this map is that it is a sequential map complete with a mini boss, which is going to be that Baron from Hell, and finally a boss, which is that MANCUBUS itself. I also like this particular boss fight. It's a boss fight that requires you to remove the MANCUBUS demon's armor before you can actually attack it and deal damage to it. I also like the music on this map, despite the fact that you're not hearing it here. And if you didn't like the E1M2 remake like I didn't, I think you will like MANCUBUS Meltdown. It should take you about 6 to 8 minutes to complete this particular map. Number 2. Puzzle Room Escape. This is a puzzle map made by SnapMap user hello/MP Playtest05. So I guess this map was made by one of the playtesters for Doom before the game even came out. This is a fairly difficult puzzle that took me about 20 minutes or so to complete the very first time, and the second time I played it, which is the gameplay you're seeing here, I discovered some new solutions to some of the puzzles, and I also discovered some new locations, which was pretty bizarre since I didn't notice those the first time. The goal of this is sort of vague, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get 2 gray power cores, 1 blue power core, and 1 red power core so that you can finally exit the area. You'll also acquire various colored key cards, and you may also encounter a yellow power core which you can use to power a certain specific area. I'd say that you can replay this one, as you may discover alternative solutions to some of the puzzles. Overall, I really like this puzzle map, and I definitely recommend it to you if you're into puzzle maps. Number 1, Parkour. This is one of the launch maps for Doom's SnapMap mode, and I was sort of hesitant to make it the number 1 map so far, but it is what it is. So Parkour is a platforming level where the objective is to reach the goal as fast as possible in order to score more points. Of course, you will need to navigate some difficult jumps in order to reach that particular goal. If you fall on the ground, you have to walk back to the start and try again, therefore resetting your score. And one of the nice things about this map is that if you do mess up, the reset also resets the entire score and the timer, so messing up isn't like a huge deal like it was with that Rise map that we were talking about earlier. I played this for about 10 to 20 minutes trying to beat this particular map, and I thought it was relatively challenging when I first started. It's also fun to try and beat other players' scores, and it appears that there are some people that have beaten it in under 10 seconds, which, let's be honest, is pretty ridiculous. Overall, if you like platforming levels, I think you're going to enjoy Parkour. Anyway, guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this particular video. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, and as always, take care, and I'll see y'all next time.